But first, only on 7, concrete concerns.
Oh my word, there is a huge hole in my windshield.
A woman left shaken after a huge piece of pavement comes crashing through her windshield. The daily drive to work takes a heart-stopping turn as concrete unleashes a storm of glass inside a car.
The sudden impact came as the St. Clair County woman was headed westbound on I-696 near I-75 this morning.
It's only on 7 tonight. Jennifer Ann Wilson is live right along I-696. So, Jennifer, do we know where that concrete came from?
Well, she wasn't near a bridge or an overpass at the time, so she says the only place it could have come from was the road. I took a look at it. It definitely appears that way. And she said this big chunk of concrete flew through that windshield, knocking out her Bluetooth system, tossing her phone across the car. Tonight, she says she's just grateful to be alive.
I can't even believe it.
Jerry Blish is still shaky after this morning's terrifying commute. Just after 7 a.m., she was in the left center lane on a straightaway between DeQuinder and I-75 on westbound 696 when a semi-truck passed on the right.
Throwing, mud and things from the road up at me, and then a rock came through. It took me a second to just look, and I went, oh my word, there is a huge hole in my windshield.
Shattered glass everywhere, even in her hair. Bluetooth system damaged, cell phone knocked out of reach. Jerry was in shock.
Seriously, by the grace of God, it got me off the expressway. So it was just absolutely scary, and I'm just glad that it was the passenger seat and not me.
You're calling it a rock. Looking at it now,
okay. It is a huge piece of cement. I've tried to be such a diligent driver, but what can you do when you have road that's crumbling no matter where you are on 696?
MDOT says they know the roads are bad.
We're replacing all of that concrete because it's in such bad shape.
A major reconstruction project is scheduled to start this spring.
And I was complaining, like, this is going to be such a headache. But now I am so grateful that they're doing this. I wish they could start it today. I mean, this could happen literally right now, with someone else driving in the same position that I was in.
And unfortunately, it did literally just happen again right now. This is breaking news out of Roseville. A piece of concrete appears to have crashed through the windshield on the driver's side of a minivan. This happened near the Shaner overpass on 696 eastbound. Several people were in this minivan, including a woman with a baby. Roseville EMS crews were on the scene, as well as Michigan State Police. I've also had several other people throughout the day messaging me, sending me photos of concrete sitting on their passenger seat, concrete that had come through their windshield, and they said it's happened to them within the last several weeks. And this problem, too, in one day, seems to be getting worse. Reporting live here along 696. Back to you.
Quite frightening for both of these vehicles and drivers. So what is MDOT telling you they're going to do about this issue, especially if it just happened a second time?
Yeah, and this second time, you can see that hole in the windshield just in front of the driver's side. I called MDOT again to say, hey, what are you going to do? And they tell me they're sending crews out right now to take a look and patch the hole. But I said, well, the hole is there right now because the concrete came off the freeway and into a windshield. So what are you going to do to prevent that? And at this point, she said they're going to have to investigate this, and they're going to have to consider possibly shutting down the freeway sooner than planned. But that is a long conversation that needs to be had, and she said they'll be having that tomorrow. So we will follow up on this to see what more they can do to keep motorists safe. Reporting live, Jennifer Ann Wilson. Back to you.
We'll stay on top of it for sure. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for the live report. Dangerous situation there.
Yeah, certainly for drivers, it is tough.